Hello, this is Greg for Stair Step Dog Training. I wanted to talk about getting our dogs out in the world and why it's a good thing. I just came off of a couple of months of down time due to being injured. So I literally couldn't do anything with my dog. I couldn't work him. I couldn't take him out. Nothing. I could sit there with him. That was about it. And thankfully I had, some of the training in him because he was able to deal with that downtime. Now, we got to go out this past weekend. We went to the local, it was an agility trial up to County Fairgrounds. And, that's a super crazy environment. All these hyped up dogs. A lot of the agility people, there's no training obedience-wise in these dogs. They're just crazy because they want them to be go, go, go. I got my own thoughts out on that we'll save for another video. But because he's never been in that super crazy of an environment, matter of fact, it's been a few months since he's even been out, it took him a few minutes to calm down and focus. And we would work and work and work, and we're walking up and down where a lot of people have their dogs crated. These dogs are barking at them. You've got people walking past with their dogs that are just dragging them. Now, I'm watching because I ain't going to let these dogs just come up to them. Because I don't know them. I don't know how they are. So we're just heeling along and we're working. Now, we started outside just to get them focused. And then as we went in and we started working, and then we refocused them, and then we just started going up and down. And it only took about 3 passes and he started really paying attention. He actually did really well. And then we'd come out for a bit and into a quieter area just to calm down. My friend Mike up at Draxon Farms was doing the farm dog testing that he does every year for them. We went over there with him because it wasn't super busy. It was fairly quiet, and he really likes Mike. Now, while we was there, I had somebody ask me what he was, because Beauceron's not a common breed. And when I tell them he's a Beauceron, and they're like, well, what's that? And I go, well, those are a French Shepherd. Oh, okay. Well, is he friendly? And I'll be honest with you, no, not really. Now, that doesn't mean he's mean. Doesn't mean he'll bite you. He just doesn't care. And that's even in the breed standard where they talk about they can be aloof, and that's him. He'll sniff somebody, and then he doesn't care about him anymore. There's very few people that my dog actually is happy to see. And so most of those people he's been around since he was a puppy, like, Mike up at Draxon Farms. He's been going up there since he was 3 months old. But a stranger walking up, he sniffed her, and then he was like, nope, I'm not happy to see you. I'm not sad to see you. I don't care. Well, at that point, she's like, hey, can I pet him? And it's like, well, does it look like he's interested? And she's like, well, no. Will he bite me? And it's like, well, if you're obnoxiously stupid and pushy with him, probably. And the thing is, though, I would not let them be obnoxiously pushy with him, because that's not fair to him. And besides, he's not there for them. He's there for me. So I really don't care if they pet him or not. It's not no loss on my part. But getting your dogs out in those kind of environments and teaching them that everything needs to be cool is one of the best things you can do for your dog. Too many people want to just protect them. They think protecting them and keeping them at home and wrapping them in bubble wrap, they're going to be a great dog. And actually, that doesn't do anything to help your dog. It's actually, incumbent upon us to take our dogs and make them understand that they can live out in the world too. We're gonna start hitting the flea market, the flea market. I guess it's the farmers market up in Fort Pierce again, because that's another place that is stupid crazy and busy. And we'll go up there to work because he doesn't, he needs that. He needs to learn how to focus through that, and that he can be in those environments and it'll be fine. So with that, these are things that we need to start doing with your dog, because it really is incumbent upon us to teach our dogs how to function in the world rather than protect them. If you're protecting your dog, you're actually doing them a disservice like that when you're just hiding them away. You know, oh, well, my dog's scared, so I just let him stay home. Well, that's actually kind of, you know, keeping the anxiety going. You know, instead of let's train with them, you know, and sometimes you got to introduce it slowly. Sometimes you can just drop right in, and it's great. My dog, we drop right in. We're good. He's gonna recover very quickly from it and start working. Some dogs I can't do that with. It's got to be a slow introduction. Keep my distance. Get the dog focused. Move a little closer. You know, a step at a time. Hence why it's stair-step dog training. We do everything a step at a time, and the dog will dictate that. Once I have a dog working really well, then I can start introducing that, and sometimes I got to take it slow, sometimes I can go quick. My dog is pretty quick. I just had another dog through that had problems with being afraid of things, so I had to take it a little slower and move them right into it. And they came. It was great. It was no issue whatsoever. But remember, when you take your dog out, you're doing them a service by using your training, teaching them how to be out, and not necessarily letting people just molest your dog. You know, so he knows he's safe with you, especially if your dog don't much care about people. My dog's aloof. They ain't afraid of him, ain't happy to see him. He doesn't care. Some dogs are very happy to see other people, which then your training comes into, you need to learn to control yourself when you meet people. So that way they're not being obnoxious and jumping on them and things like that. And with scared dogs, you can use your obedience too. Hey, you don't need to be scared of this. I got your back, buddy. You can sit with me and I'll make sure that everything's cool. You can rely upon me. So make sure you're getting your dog out there and working out in public. Thanks.